Bananas, bombastic, bonkers, batshit crazy. Any one of those can describe Malignant.
It's showtime.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Nita, your favorite diva, and I'm back for another movie review. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to be talking Malignant, the newest movie from James Wan. It came out this Friday, September the 10th, and it is also currently streaming on HBO Max. The movie is rated R. It clocks in at 1 hour and 51 minutes. It is classified as an action crime drama. It is written and directed by James Wan, of course. He is most known for his horror filmography, Insidious, The Conjuring universe, but now he has blockbusters that he's added to his success, such as Aquaman and Fast 7. So I'm always here for Mr. Wan and what he brings to the screen. Okay. The movie is starring Annabelle Wallace, Maddie Hassan, and George Young, among others. And the synopsis reads: Madison is paralyzed by shocking visions of grisly murders, and her torment worsens as she discovers that these waking dreams are, in fact, terrifying realities. And that is all I'm going to say, because this is a spoiler-free review for your viewing pleasure. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time, welcome. If you are returning, we're going to do a little something different today. We're just going to do a plain review. I'm not going to do the good, bad, and a little something in between. This movie is a little different, so we're going to handle it accordingly. So I'm still going to recommend whether or not you know or go see it in theaters or streaming on HBO Max. Okay, so just a review. Let's get to it, shall we? The concept was really, really wild. The concept was wild, out of this control. However, I felt like the movie really didn't have an identity. I felt like it really didn't know what it wanted to be, or did it really want to be everything? It kind of embodied everything. The marketing definitely didn't hint to what this movie, what we got in the final product. It did not hint to what was going on. And so that's where I feel like, like what we say, action, horror, crime. Okay, so let's do that. Now, the actors, they were just okay. Nothing overwhelmingly notable, just serviceable actors. They did what they needed to do. The character development was a little shoddy. It was here and there. It was there, but because of the story structure and how the information was thrown to us, you may not be able to follow it, and it may go over your head. Okay, so the camera direction was fantastic. There were a lot of different shots where James Wan actually was following these long shots of people running through the house, and in a frantic manner, and then we would get different views, like the camera, they was just like swiftly just following, and then when they would be running up the stairs, you'll get these overhead type views of the whole tracking the scene or whatever. It was really, really nice. Really, really good visuals in this movie, and I just have to say that. Okay, the score was pretty good. I thought the score was good. I dug it a lot. It stood out for me, and that's a plus, because sometimes scores, I was like, ooh, like I don't even remember the score, but the score was actually memorable in here. Okay, so I think the placement of the music was more of my issue. Okay, so now the scare factor. It's James Wan, baby, so it's intense. You know that he has a way of creating a scare without doing the obvious jump scare, and he does not go for it. He has so much restraint, and I think that's why I really can get into his movies, because he, for me, I have anxiety. For me, all that loud bammy noises, them jump scares, it makes the movie unwatchable for me. It's uncomfortable for me. And I like the fact that James Wan earns his scares. Like they aren't like the, the average horror flick. I love how he subverts the expectation of the scare, how he just lingers on something. And if you figure it out, you figure it out. I ain't got to be pointing out nothing all like, I just really loved it about him. And it makes horror movies more watchable for me with his work. Another thing, the tone was off. The tone was off, y'all. I felt like the movie started out, it was a little weird. It was a little weird. We had all these clips and all this stuff and this background noise, reports and all this stuff. But I felt like when the movie started, it took itself way too seriously. And then when things started to go bombastic, berserk, bonkers, batshit crazy, whatever you want to say, whatever word that floats your boat, it started to feel campy. And while I appreciated it, I still at the same time was like finding myself laughing. And I was like, am I really supposed to be laughing though? Like I really was kind of scratching my head about the third act gave a total plot twist. Shout out to my baby Kevin. A plot twist that is unexpected. It is very unexpected, and I never expected seeing that in the viewing experience that I was sitting down and I had just watched 1 act, 2 act, and 3. The third act, I was not expecting that. So I say all that to say this. It didn't work for me. I mean, it was just crazy. It was just too bananas for me. It was just too crazy. And, I think what happens is I watched it twice. Okay. So on the second viewing, because I was just like so confused by the time we got done with the third act, I was just like, this movie really doesn't hold up. It doesn't make total sense. While I appreciate him paying homage to slasher movies, horror movies, haunted house movies, supernatural movies, crime, drama, all of these things, it really didn't establish clear rules. It didn't follow any rules. I think it just said all together, just like, put it in the trash. Put the rules in the trash. We don't need no rules. Who? Rules who? Rules where? That's what I got from it. So, before I give you my overall thoughts on the movie Malignant, why don't you take a moment and check out my social media. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share my movies. If you know movie lovers, bring them my way. It sure will help the community, the channel, and your girl, the diva, out. Okay? So for my overall thoughts with Malignant, although there were a lot of plot holes, facets of the movie where the logic was unexplained or just didn't make plain no sense at all, there was some great camera work, some memorable score, and I applaud its originality. The originality was on 1000. He took a big, huge swing with this movie. And for that, I definitely recommend that you go see it in theaters or streaming on HBO Max, where it is currently streaming. No judgment, of course. So the reason why you may say, Nita, you kind of ragged on the movie a little bit. Look, y'all need to see the movie for yourself. This movie is very polarizing. It will have the conversation going. So I'm saying go see it because you don't want to be left out the conversation, do you? I don't think you do. So might as well go ahead and stream it or go see it in the theater and let me know what you thought down below in the comments. Come back and let the diva know what you thought about Malignant. This was crazy, y'all. It was crazy. So what's most importantly, what do you think about Malignant? Make sure you let me know. I've heard all of the above. Okay. So it makes for a good conversation, and make sure you're in on the conversation. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. As always, I'm Nita, your favorite diva, and make sure you come back. Mwah.